There are three kinds of humans in this world. First is they are like empty glasses. If you pour love into them, they start attracting positivity. They have this positive feelings and positive approach. But at the same time, if you feed them with negative information, they tend to be destructive for their own self. And then there are people who are already filled with love. The external environment, what's happening around them, it does not bother them so much. So they're able to make decisions and they're able to lead their life the way they want. And then there are people whose glasses are filled with negativity. And no matter how hard you try to explain them that this life is positive, that this world is abundant, they're not ready to let go of their old ways. And the majority of the people who are struggling to be a better version of themselves, who are trying to improve their life, we are the empty glasses. Because when we are pouring ourselves with the right information, with the healthy food, with the right mindset, we are functioning in a nice way. I was feeling so confused and miserable because I have been trying to improve my life, trying to improve myself since such a long time. And for a week or two, or maybe a month or two, I used to perform so well. I used to behave better than my expectations. I used to complete the work, stay motivated, not get bothered by what people say. But then, right after a few weeks, or few months, or few days, a period used to come where I used to feel so miserable, where I questioned each and every aspect of my life. I was back to square one, being a victim, crying about my past, having this limiting beliefs, questioning my journey. And then thinking to myself that what have I gained by putting all those efforts? But the thing which I was not realizing is that I am that empty glass. When I was reading, when I was putting the right information, my glass was being filled. For a few months, few days, I was way too focused. I was putting all my energy into becoming a better person. But right when I was getting comfortable and being at ease, you know what, okay, my life is sorted, again my mug was being filled with negativity. Because it is a matter of fact, we live in a world which is so competitive. People are not happy to see others grow. No one is happy in your happiness. If you think that someone cares about you, it's just because they need something. Maybe you provide them with something, maybe emotionally, mentally, physically, it does not matter. So when I was continuously, consciously pouring that glass, I was behaving in such a nice way. But right when I was being comfortable, being at ease, being happy that, you know what, my life is on track, again those toxic thoughts, again those toxic ways, which was making me crazy, which was making me question like each and every aspect. So then I just said to myself, like, oh, why is this happening? And I am a really spiritual person. There's this spiritual leader who I listen to, and there's this amazing advice that they give, that we live in a world and era which is filled with negative thoughts. And especially the phone, the devices that we have, it is so easy to pass on energies. Right now, imagine I'm reacting to someone, I'm commenting upon someone's post which I found offensive, so I am creating those feeling of anger, frustration by just looking at a post. So what am I doing? I am creating more chaos for myself, which is not even required. So we are in an era where attracting negative energy is so easy. So you are neglecting the days, the duration that you have improved, and just focusing on few days that you have, being falling back. But this is life. We all are gonna be a work in progress forever. And the earlier we realize that it is okay to sometimes take a step back, sometimes it is okay to feel a bit disheartened. But the right thing to do is, when you get to know, you know what, I am traveling in the wrong direction, you shouldn't just continue traveling there. You have to make a U-turn. You have to change your path and walk towards the right path, because that is the right thing to do. So I think we should So I think as individuals, it is really easy for us to blame ourselves, to question our journeys without valuing the fact that we are on this planet not for a few days, few years, few months. We have a full-fledged journey. Every day we are waking up, we can make this conscious choice. See, if this life was so easy, if growing and becoming a nice person was so easy, if reaching to your true potential and accomplishing your goals was so easy, wouldn't everyone be at the top, living their best life, accomplishing those big goals? No, that is not happening because this people, see, right now I can choose to back off, to simply say to myself, you know what, like after just few weeks, few months, I'm getting back to my old ways, I'll just leave this path, and then I will forever be this person who I am right now. I will never get an opportunity, a chance to become a better person because I have lost in my own self. But if right now I say to myself, you know what, I have to make this happen, it does not matter how many times I fall, I will get up. Have you seen a child? A child is not exposed to the different notions of this world, this environment. Fall. So when a child is learning to walk, they fall multiple times. But have you seen a child deciding, you know what, I'm never gonna walk, or this is a thing I'm never gonna do because I have fallen down so many times? No. These are the notions that this society, that this world has put in our mind, that you know what, there is a timeline, there is a duration, but no, there is not. Sometimes we have to be easy with our own self. We all are just humans trying to live our life peacefully, trying to improve from our old toxic ways. And it takes so much courage to get out of your bed and decide upon, you know what, I am going to change my life. I'm not going to continue living this miserable situation I have put myself into. Our big businessmen right now who have established such big establishments, have such big businesses, have lost so much money, have lost so much time, energy on different startups, on different initiatives, on different areas where they failed. But they were not ready to give up. The other day, I was listening to an interview of a popular singer, and they asked, like, what do you think is the reason for your success? And he said that there are many people in this world who are talented, who have immense amount of talent, but they are not able to reach to their true potential because they give up very easily. The only way to success is not giving up. There is this person who has a YouTube channel. She is a lady who is 42 years old, and she said for past 5 years I had like 4 different YouTube channels. I have been trying so hard to make an earning from it because she belonged to a middle class family, or maybe low earning family, and she wanted to live a comfortable life. And she said like this year finally she went viral and things are working out for her. And now all she does is make posts motivating people to never stop working towards their goal. And I think that is such a genuine and nice thing to share, because we need those kind of people who are there to remind us that, you know what, it is okay. It is the part of journey. Failure is gonna happen. And I've seen that people right now focusing so much on manifestation, visualization. Yeah, it is good for people who are interested in it. But just because a person is not able to visualize a future for themselves, you don't have to beat yourself up. Because again, I was listening to that spiritual leader, and he said that no one asks for bad time. No one asks for failure, but it happens. Similarly, maybe you don't even have to ask for happiness. That will come to you. You don't have to ask for positivity if you don't want to, if you don't know how to. Just do the work. Just take that action. Just be on track. Just continuously choose yourself. Understand that you are on this planet to grow. You are on this planet to make the best out of all the available opportunities. With every rising day, you have a chance to improve yourself, to turn your life around. No one, literally, success is not easy. Failure is not easy. Success is not easy. Staying sad is not easy. Being happy is not easy. Being single is not easy. Being in relationship is not easy. Nothing in this world which is precious, which is important, which is significant, it is not easy. It requires efforts. But when you understand, when you start understanding that, you know what, with this process, by doing this thing, I will achieve something bigger. So the efforts I put in won't go into waste. Instead, it will help me create something which is so precious, so valuable. You wouldn't mind walking the extra miles. You wouldn't mind putting the extra work. Imagine right now, I don't know what you're working towards. Maybe your exam, maybe your career, maybe towards a relationship. Imagine right now, God comes down and say to you, you know what? I have a good plan for you. This thing will work out. You just need to put in the work. Will you not put in the work? How much work will you put in? How much efforts will you make? So why can't right now you have this opinion, have this mindset that, you know what? God has a better plan for me. I just have to put in the work. It does not matter how much time it takes. Once you get the results, you will be grateful that you never stopped. We have created this timeline for our own self, that by this I have to get married, by this I have to accomplish, by this I have to have certain amount. But who are we to decide? Why can't we let God control few things? The other day my sister was cooking pasta and I just wanted to help her, and I started mixing ingredients and stuff, and then she just said to me like, Ritika, you messed up the pasta, because I know how to cook. I was following the instructions, but you just intervene in it. And then I saw to myself, like, maybe when I'm questioning God, why is this happening? Why is this not working out? Maybe I am intervening in God's plan. Maybe God has something really precious, like that tasty pasta my sister cooks. Maybe the same way, God has something really very amazing kept for me. But when I'm questioning the universe again and again, when I'm crying, when I'm cribbing, when I'm causing negativity around me, maybe I am intervening in the divine process. So when you are continuously questioning, why not this, why not that, for a while, learn to trust the divine. Because do you really think we are above the creator who created all those beaches, all those mountains? Maybe we are those naive people who cannot vision our future that well. But there is a superior soul. There is a super soul who is protecting us. Because living this life, imagine right now, think about the situations where God has literally protected you. I haven't met a single person, like, it is my talk, like, people make small talks and I talk about, you know what, let's talk about some miracles that happened to you, or this and that. And whenever I start a conversation like this with people, and they be like, you know what, this happened, and that day I realized, like, God is real. But because of the negativity that is happening all around us, which we are filling our glass with, we forget about those experiences. We start having those limiting beliefs, not understanding that we are meant for better things. We are meant for greater things. But we have to let the divine have its control. All we have to do is just try to be a part of the process by putting in the work. We are not brought down on this planet just to gossip around, just to cry around. No. Our duty is to do our karma, to do our work. And that's all we need to do. It doesn't matter how many planning you do right now. So there is this line which I heard, that is, when a person is sitting down and planning to climb a mountain, they make so many strategies, they do so much planning. But if that person really wants to succeed and climb the mountain, they can either just stick to the plan and fail, because after every passing time, after reaching every certain point, there are multiple uncertainties that's going to happen. So if they stick to plan, maybe that plan will cause them harm and will drift them away from their goal. So it's nice to do planning, it's nice to work towards your goal and purpose, but something we should just leave to God, like the timing of our success, the timing of our life. I really hope this video was helpful to you guys. I hope you have a nice day. Meet you in my next video. Bye guys.